So here's the deal. Here's what's in question that we need to talk about. It has to do with viability. So back in 2018, there was a law passed and signed into law by the Mississippi governor having to do with banning abortion after 15 weeks. Viability considered for that state. That being said, whether that's viability considered for that state, we could dive into more, but here's the deal. This has to do with whether or not abortion can be considered illegal and inaccessible in any state in the United States prior to viability. So this case, you need to remember, because you'll hear a lot about it, is Dobbs versus Jackson Women's Health Organization. It does two things. The purpose of this law in Mississippi, number one, had the purpose of restricting abortion prior to 15 weeks. The second goal was to contest the Supreme Court right to abortion. So the goal when this law was brought into law in Mississippi was actually for it to be a challenger to Roe versus Wade. Now, a lot of people had their eyes on other court cases that they thought would be the court case that would challenge Roe versus Wade. In fact, there was actually a big one coming down from, I believe, the Sixth Circuit Court that essentially addressed the constitutionality surrounding abortion and really addressing whether or not abortion should be allowed prior to viability 23 to 24 weeks. So here we are. In fact, it's the case coming out of Mississippi. So the question is, do you have a constitutional right to an abortion if it is post-viability? Now, various states have determined viability state to state. So the question, again, I'm going to emphasize this so we're clear, has to do with whether all pre-viability prohibitions on elective abortions are unconstitutional. So should someone be able to have an abortion even if it's before viability? So here